Much love to the family. Peace and blessings to you all. Who the fuck am I? What the fuck? Where the fuck did that come from? I'm talking about peace and blessings. What it is, man? It's Lone Wolf TV. Shout out to everybody making it through in this fucked up life. Uh, you only as dope as you allow yourself to be. If you out here being mediocre, that's your fault. You out here persevering, you can blame yourself for that as well. For overcoming the obstacles in life. You know, only you can prevent forest fires, as goddamn Smokey the Bear would say back in my day, you know. But another day, another episode, another day of homelessness. My rabbit ass needs to take a bath ASAP. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna get me a good bath at, cause this check I'm finna get going straight to the white man. To my fucking, I gotta pay rent. Paying my rent is my card note. My rent is my card note. So you know it is what it is, man. Welcome to Lone Wolf TV, where the shit gets said, and we bust them white supremacists across the head. Yeah, man. I wouldn't wish this shit on nobody. Nigga just went in to work. Motherfuckers kicked, boy, they didn't, where I work at, these motherfuckers barely had some work. So shit, when I scheduled myself for another shift, the motherfucker sent my ass home in about an hour. So I only got an extra hour of work from me working earlier this morning. But shit, matter of fact, I need to do an episode on living paycheck to paycheck and how niggas do this. You know, because I'm one of them niggas. And I know it's some motherfuckers out there that's like, I couldn't do that shit. And you know, maybe you had the funds and the support in this world to not have to work paycheck to paycheck. And I salute you like a general. You know? It was some shit I was supposed to talk about earlier. Yeah, man. Right when I was finna talk about bugs, this motherfucker crawling on my window. I found out some shit that said bugs are attracted to a higher frequency. You know what I'm saying? They are attracted to high vibrations. So if your ass always getting crowded by bugs, or you just be chilling with your window open and the damn bug fly through, you know, it could be smelling something. You could have food in the car, of course, like flies. We ain't talking about normal ass bugs. We talking about something like a bee, something like it's like just a weird bug you can't describe, but you know it's a damn bug. You might be a high vibrational person. We ain't talking about roaches. We ain't talking about them kind of fucked up bugs. Well, but who knows? Maybe a bug, maybe a roach, and a fly and all that shit, they vibe off motherfucking high vibrations too. But they just gross because they be just sitting on shit all day. So you know what I'm, or they sit on nasty shit. So we don't want the motherfuckers touching us. You know, it's all a construct. But anyway, I'm trying to think about something. I was finna talk about something. What the fuck didn't happen today, y'all? Damn. Anyway, if it ain't shit to talk about, let me just jump into it. Don't seem like I'm gonna get too much interaction today anyway. A message that I've been meaning to get to. Hobosexuality. Well, a topic that I've been meaning to get to is hobosexuality. Hobosexuality must die. And we finna break down the reasons why. You smell me? Let's get into it. What is the definition of a hobosexual? Now, this word isn't in Webster's dictionary. This is slang. Hobo might be in the dictionary because hobo just means a homeless person. You know, look this shit up. Hobo actually is a traveling homeless person. So, you know, it's different ways we can look at being a hobosexual. Some niggas, you know, are like Papa was a Rolling Stone type of motherfucker. You know? We ain't talking about the Temptation Papa was a Rolling Stone. We talking about homeless men. They got kids out here that just be fucking different bitches just to have somewhere to sleep. One bitch tripping, he go to the next bitch. The next bitch tripping, he go to the next bitch. One bitch tripping, he go back to the other bitch that was tripping, apologize just to have somewhere to stay, throw dick down, and that's what that is. Now, let's talk about the definition of a hobosexual. A hobosexual is a person who has sex with strangers to prevent homelessness. It's the best way to put it. They're also called romantic hobos, love train riders, and hobosexuals. Hobo means homeless person. It combines the word hobo with sexual orientation. That is what hobosexuality is. A hobosexual is a person who has sex with strangers to prevent homelessness. And I'm not even gonna say strangers. There's some homeless baby fathers out here that still be that kiss the ass of their baby mother just to have somewhere to stay. Now hold on, before I get into it, let me give y'all a little story on a time where I wasn't even fully I was finna be homeless, right? And I was fucking with this one girl. She was finna move to a different side of town or whatever, and she was like, nigga, I ain't moving in with nobody. You know? And I'm gonna get into why I respected that later on one of my questions. Anyway, it came a time where, you know, I was finna have to live in my car again. This was like finna be the second time I went homeless around this time. So I was trying to get back in. At a point in time, I was so low in my life that I was trying to rekindle this family that I thought I left behind, right? Like with my baby mama and my daughter and shit. So in my head, I'm like, well, maybe my baby mama, you know, I got a job and shit. I'll get back and forth to work. You know, I think she had a car at the time. So I was like, shit, take a nigga to work. You know what I'm saying? I'll stack up, get my whip and all that. My baby mama wasn't trying to hear that shit. It came out in an argument where she was like, you just trying to fuck with me because you finna be homeless type of shit. And I thank her for that shit because at the end of the day, that wasn't my pure intention. My intention was to get this car fixed. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get somewhere where I can get this motherfucking car fixed. I can go to work, get some motherfucking money, and fix this car, and then if push come to shove, I can go sleep in the fucking car and it'll be mobile. I've been trying to get, I can honestly say the way I'm living right now, I've been manifesting this shit for a long time just to have a mobile car to live in and stack my bread up, right? And that's what the fuck I'm doing right now. But yeah, at a point in time, I was kinda trying to be one, but I wasn't. My intentions was not to live with her just because I didn't have nowhere to stay. I literally was in love with my baby mama still at the time. I still had feelings for her. Shit could have been rekindled, you know, on my end. But to her, she already had an idea of what a nigga was trying to do, you know, or felt like I was trying to do. And I can't knock her for that, because at the end of the day, a woman shouldn't put up with no homeless nigga. But the odd thing that I'm going through now is she be needing money and shit now, and I ain't trying to put out there I'm supposed to be helping. I mean, I give her money so she won't put a nigga on child support, or I give her the support necessary that she need since I'm not on child support. So I'm not denigrating my baby mama, but it's wild how you can be a homeless nigga and motherfuckers still expect shit out of you. But when you needed the help, motherfuckers wasn't trying to help you. When you really needed the help, then when a motherfucker needs your help, it's all hell. You know what I'm saying? It's all do this, do that, and if not, I'm going on child support, ain't I? Or I'm gonna be looked at as some kind of bitch ass nigga for not helping out. When I asked for that same kind of help from your rabbit ass when I was trying to rekindle the relationship, right? But this ain't to talk shit about my baby mama. This is just to point out why motherfuckers need to kill the hobosexuality. Whatever you going through as a man, you go through that shit a fucking alone, and you don't fucking bend or fold for no motherfucker, because ain't nobody got no sympathy for your motherfucking ass. Now let's get into it. Is hobosexuality ruining men? I'm gonna say fucking yes. That's the first question. Y'all can chime in when you feel like it. Do y'all feel like hobosexuality is ruining men? Now I'm gonna answer it myself. Yes, the fuck it is. It's ruining men because, nigga, you gotta you have to really lower your standards to be a traveling dick agent, a traveling dick giving agent. Your standards have to be incredibly low for you to sit there and accept life at a low level. So low to where you like, okay, fuck it, I'ma live under a woman, and all I'm gonna have to provide is dick and my measly ass check whenever I get paid. Now, it's ruining you because you ain't facing adversity. You found a way out of adversity by, there's niggas that can get out of adversity or get out of homelessness due to the fact that they may be handsome. No nigga is handsome to me. I'm just saying handsome to women. Women will hand over their drawers, hand over their keys to their car, hand over the fucking key to the crib if they live alone. You know what I'm saying? They'll hand over a lot of shit. They hand over their dignity to a nigga that they think that they are a motherfucker that they think that they're helping out, or they looking at potential. So a motherfucker kind of get to run over women sometime because y'all ain't cutthroat enough to tell a nigga. Some women ain't cutthroat enough to tell a nigga get on your shit. And it ain't even just that. It's the fact that women accept the shit. That's the next question. Why do women allow homeless men into their homes? Why? What are y'all trying to gain out of sheltering a homeless man besides dick? That's all bitches really, I think that's all bitches shelter a nigga for, because it never lasts. I don't really know no story where a nigga was at the ground bottom and now they married and he paying all the bills. There's probably 2% stories out here of where that shit actually works. And that's probably because, you know what I'm saying, the man already had some kind of skill. He was just fucked up in the world where some kind of life situation happened to him and he fell off, and then the woman was there to pick him up he probably got his shit together in like 2-3 months or a year max. Now see, I ain't saying the bitch is stupid for sheltering a nigga that don't have nowhere to stay if there's reason behind it. But if it ain't no reason behind, if this nigga just literally hit you up on Facebook, y'all talking, y'all meet, y'all go on a date, nigga do what he do, and then you know, he let you know he homeless, living out the whip or whatever. Or even if he ain't got no whip, it's bitches that'll come get you to go on the date. Now that's low self-esteem. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm finna tell y'all why women allow homeless niggas in they fucking crib, because they're lonely or they're undesirable themselves. And an undesirable man and an undesirable woman they know how to manipulate. They know how to play on the low self-esteem part of whatever's going on in your life. So a woman will shelter a nigga knowing that, you know what I'm saying, if he come over here, I get to make rules and regulations. And I get to have dick. It's a double whammy. I got a little relationship. We can sit up and watch movies and all that. Boom, boom. Then he go to work later on that day. If he ain't got no car, here she give him the keys. You know what I'm saying? She work from home, so nigga, you can go to work, do that, right? So my whole thing is broke niggas and undesirable women are the reason why hobosexuality is a fucking thing. Now me, I've never been a full-fledged hobosexual. I just be letting women know, hey, I'm homeless, bitch. After we fuck, I'm going back to the whip. See, I'm a different kind of nigga. I'm not a nigga that's sitting. I ain't never asked, hey, can I stay over here for the night? It's either women kind of let me stay after so long, or my last relationship, the woman seen that I was paying my mama and I was coming over there helping her out and shit. Like I was Ubering I would help my mama pay bills over there, and then I would Uber over there and still help her out because I was making $1,000 every 2 weeks and shit, 500, motherfucking 500, and from each or I give my mama a little something and I can come over there and help her out, pay her. I was helping her get nails and shit, paying for her nails, all kind of shit. But the woman I was dealing with eventually was like, well, you need to just move in. She wasn't telling me to move in. She wasn't no low self-esteem woman. She was just like, nigga, you wasting money uh coming over here and buying food and shit too. And then you also go back home and pay your mama. She taking too much money from you. Come over here and just help out with the bills. She had a roommate. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, bet. If that's what the fuck you want to do. I didn't hesitate. I was like, shit, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? What if you kick a nigga out? I'm the type of nigga, I'm always thinking ahead of time. So shit, you know, I was like, well, the fact that she was looking out for my pockets, it sounded great. So, you know, but I'm the one ending that relationship because I know how being a hobosexual looks. See, it's different forms of hobosexuality. And I was still a hobosexual because I was allowing a woman to dictate what the fuck I was gonna do with my life. She told me to move in to help her with the bills. At the end of the day, that's what it was about. You know, of course we liked each other or whatever, but we wasn't in love at that time. So, you know, uh, I just took up on the offer, and I was living there about 7 months. 7 months came, we had a raw ass argument, you know, cussing each other out. Bitch put her hands on me. She didn't hit me, but she was like, I went in the closet grabbing my shits and fuck this, I'm finna fucking go. I've always been, I'm finna go nigga. I ain't never been no nigga that been like, oh, I can't do without a woman, or baby, why you doing me like this kind of nigga. I'm always a nigga like, well shit, if you got any kind of disagreement with what the fuck I got going on, we can part ways. I've always been this nigga. So hobosexuality with me is a little bit different because the woman usually asks me to stay or was okay with me staying because I got a hustler's bone in my body, and I just need to learn how to navigate my money better. I need to learn what to put my money into because I'm always gonna get up and go get a bag. Might not be a big one, might be a small ass one. Shit, I might not even have a full tank of gas off of what I get paid. You know? But I'm always have my vices, and I'm always look out for where I'm at. I'm always pay and attend to the necessary bills. So my form of not homo, oh my lord, my form of hobosexuality is always mutual. They would be like, well, nigga, I see that you going through it. Let's look out for each other. And you know, so it makes it a little different from what I'm talking about. Not really though, because like I said, the first one is hobosexuality ruining some men. And yes, it is, because some men get enabled by that attitude. They think that they woman is gonna stay around, or they start bashing them when the woman start actually enforcing rules on them. These motherfuckers like to feel like, well, bitch, you knew what the fuck was going on when I was homeless. This. I ain't finna leave now. I've been here, this, and this. You gotta call the police. That's a simp ass nigga. That's a stupid motherfucker. And that's a hobosexual right there. That's a nigga that literally knew I was trying to bust this move to get up to live up in here with you. Some niggas ask women. I feel like hobosexuals ask to spend the night type of shit. I'm not that nigga. I'm gonna go my ass back outside where I was at, especially if I'm not offered to stay. I'm gonna be a fucking man about mine. So hobosexuality is ruining men due to enabling. Y'all enabling these niggas to feel like, well, I'm doing something right. No, you not, my nigga. What you need to be doing right is going out there on your fucking own and getting this paper. You feel me? You probably just need to visit that woman when you can. Let her live her life. Let her stay at that crib by her motherfucking self. Because the shit never works out when the woman is the head of household. That's where the big piece of the pie is being sliced at. Because motherfuckers gotta realize that, nigga, if a woman is the head of the household, she get to say so. And you can't hate that. Because if it was the correct way, where the man is the head of the household, you'll be wanting to put your foot down, won't you? You ain't gonna let no woman that you sheltering come in there and talk to you crazy, right? So hobosexuality is not a good look on men. Now, why do women allow homeless men into their homes? Because they just want in-house dick. Just like some niggas shelter broke women, but we don't give a fuck about y'all paper. So it's automatically for pussy. He automatically want a companionship. He want a woman to sit there and cook him a meal when he get home. Yeah, I'll shelter you. You just got to do this. You know, just want the meat. It ain't no other way around this shit. Ain't no woman. We can build. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no bitch trying to build in her shit. And this is just biology. She might tell you that she trying to build in her shit. Biology say otherwise. Biology, she wants you to get up off your motherfucking ass and become richer than Drake if possible, nigga. If we want to keep it 100 and we want to keep it as primal as we can, that's what it's about. So, next question. What can be done to stop hobosexuality? Men, we're going to start with you, motherfucker. Get your money right. Okay? The only way that you can stop hobosexuality yourself is get your money right. Because once you get your money right, you can afford somewhere to stay. Now let me break it down. If you a hobosexual, my nigga, and you got a job and you ready to shake this bitch because she's starting to treat you like a child, let me give you some pointers on what to do. You ain't got no job? Go get one. Fast. I don't know. I don't give a damn. You work at McDonald's, FedEx, Jimmy John's, nigga, janitor, motherfucker, anywhere. Amazon, go get a job. Next thing you need to do is make sure to, matter of fact, let me bring it back. If you don't have a car, you may need to get a job that is nearby in walking distance. Let me give y'all a little story. I used to work at Schlotsky's. I was staying with my mama. It's a 7-minute drive, okay? 7-minute drive from the crib, but it's an hour walk. Dedication, nigga. I used to get up in the summertime at this time. I was getting up in the morning at about 8, 9. Sometimes I was going in at 4 p.m. But I get up like 8, 9 because they got to be there. I mean, well, I get up about 7 or 8 because the doors open around that bitch at 10. So I would have to be there at least. I think I had to be there like at 8:30 so we can get shit cracking. Like I can cut the bread and butter the bread and shit and all that, right? So nigga had to be up at like 7 in the morning or be up at 6, ready by 7 so I can take that hour to walk and get there at 8, 8:30 or something like that. Or, hold on, let me bring it back. I would have to get up around 6, 7 so I can have some time to get up, smoke, or whatever I had to do. And then by 8 o'clock or like 7:50, I'm headed that way because I want to make it there by 9. It's an hour. It takes an hour to get there. I get there at 8:50. When I leave at 7:50, I'm looking at getting there at like 8:45, depending on how fast I'm walking. So, long story short, I'm just trying to say, nigga, you're gonna have to make some dedication. You're gonna have to get some dedication, some ambition about yourself. If you got to get the fuck up and walk an hour to work, I advise you to get a closer job. But where I was at, location was a little shitty, and that was, you know, the jobs that I did apply for close by, them niggas wouldn't hit me up for no interview. Schlotsky's did. I had to, and guess what? I got that job, and I walked my monkey ass straight to work and did what I fucking had to do. Didn't complain. I used to come in that bitch sweating on them hot ass summer days in the morning. Nigga, in Texas, it was like, well, on the, at least, not even in the morning, but even in the morning, it'll get a little humid around 8 o'clock. So, nigga, I'm walking and I'm like, damn, like, you gotta walk. And then the first time I walked to that motherfucker, I walked in the goddamn work shirt. So when I got to work, shirt sweaty than a motherfucker. And I picked up on that shit and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just bring an extra shirt, or I'm gonna put on another shirt while I'm walking. So I'm gonna go in the back. I can go in the bathroom and change that motherfucker when I get there. This soaking ass shirt I got on, right? That's called perseverance. That's called doing what the fuck need to be done. And I ain't never complained about that shit. Motherfuckers used to try to stop and give me rides and shit. I'm like, nigga, I don't know you niggas. Get the fuck out of here. Perseverance, nigga. I always had this shit in me. So, you know, I put in work. I had enough. I was waiting. My mama actually helped me get this motherfucking car before she turned into a bitch. But she didn't help too much because I still had to keep up with the motherfucking car note and all that shit. So we both at the time didn't have no car. So me getting this car, she was tripping on the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what the fuck. It really was a blur. I didn't ask her to help me to get this motherfucker either. She just came up with an idea. Hey, somebody need to get a car. I was like, all right, fuck it. I put money with yours and we get this motherfucking car. But it's not ours if I got to pay all the motherfucking bills because I'm getting the car to take you to work. Wasn't getting no gas money, no none of that shit. Or I had to ask for gas money if I needed it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I was paying most of this motherfucker off. Push come to shove at the crib. I'm going off topic, but push come to shove at the crib. She get to bitching about a nigga not giving her $500 to help her out. That wasn't the motherfucking plan. The plan was for you, for me to get the motherfucking car, take you to work, and then you get your own shit. I never said I was gonna help you get. I was sitting in the crib, fine with walking to work, fucking on this ratchet ass bitch that I was fucking on. This is why I don't ask for help, because motherfuckers look for a handout. Now let's get back to the story. What can be done to stop hobosexuality? Get your ass a job. If you gotta walk to that motherfucker, that's my point. Get your ass a motherfucking job. If you gotta walk. If you got a car, drive your ass to that job. Okay? No matter what job it is, stack your bread up. and get the fuck out. That's the way homosexuality can be stopped. It's grinding. Especially if you ain't got no car, you gotta walk and then you get a car, and then you can sleep in the car when the bitch get to tripping. Cause that's what the fuck I did. That's what the fuck I did. And now I done cut every motherfucker out of my life just to kind of figure out what's the next thing that I need to do. Because I done help so many motherfuckers, and I done help so many I done spent so much money helping motherfuckers that I'm still in this predicament to this day. Only thing I gained only thing I manifested was this car. I'm still trying to manifest more money. I'm still trying to manifest all kind of shit. And it ain't easy, my nigga. So I had to cut all distractions off. I was just dealing with a woman, like I told y'all the other day. Bitch was telling me to cut that I couldn't have the TV on when I go to sleep. Ain't no respect for you when it ain't your shit. You know what I'm saying? This was just like 3-4 days ago, man. Where a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, had to cut ties with a woman that I actually fucked with. But, you know, I'm not no kiss ass nigga. I prefer to be alone. You know? And familiarity breeds contempt. When you around too motherfucking much, a woman ain't gonna respect you no motherfucking more. Especially if like you come around and you kind of be like you come around every day type of shit. I'm gonna let you hobosexual niggas know this. If you do got a car, stay in that motherfucker until like only see that bitch once a week or something. Or only see her when you need to take a shower. Utilize the fucking crib in a different way. Cause she wasn't literally letting me stay there. I couldn't stay there when she was gone. So it was, you know, this hobosexuality situation is a bit different because neither one of us play that bullshit. Neither one of us was like, oh, I wasn't paying no bills there, and you know what I'm saying, she was just kind of looking out for a nigga so I wouldn't have to be in the car wasting my gas with my AC on and shit when it's hot outside. You know, we wasn't planning on being shit. It was just kind of like lollygagging, and then I feel like that shit was kind of a distraction. It was a good time that we had, but being in those predicaments where a woman is doing better than you, she'll start treating you just like that, and it'll be unintentional. I ain't sitting here saying the bitch was calling me a bum or no shit, but she, you know what I'm saying, she looked out and then she felt obligated to get some kind of respect out of me for that. I thought you was being genuine. I don't look for shit when I do shit out of the kindness of my heart. So if I'm gonna let a bitch in the crib, I'm gonna let her run. I'm gonna let her do some hoe ass shit first, and then I'll boot her out. But after that, it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the type of nigga to be like, well, bitch, get the fuck out unless you do some hoe ass shit. But that didn't happen to me. It's just women don't know how to open their fucking mouth and be like, look, nigga, I made a mistake on letting your motherfucking ass in here. Or it's days where I don't want to be around somebody type of shit. Women don't know how to say that. Some women don't know how to say that shit. So how to stop this shit is, men, get your fucking money right, bro. There's no other answer to the shit, because if you had money, I'm sure your ass wouldn't be laying up under no bitch. Go to a hotel room, sleep in your car, get musty if you need to. God damn it, get some baby wipes. And then at the end of the week when you get your check or something, if you got enough, go get you a $60 room, $100 room, whatever the fuck this shit costs nowadays. And take you a motherfucking bath. That's all I can say. Matter of fact, probably next week, I probably won't be able to take a bath until next week, nigga. So I'm gonna be at work funking in the motherfucker, spend like deodorant and must. Shit. But or deodorant in my car. But shit, cause this check coming up, nigga, I'm finna be dead ass broke after I pay this car note. Baby mama ain't gonna get shit. You know? So the homosexuality can be ended by men getting their money. Now let me tell y'all what the women need to do to end this shit as well. Stop letting niggas live with you. Force that man to get his shit together. And that's that. I don't have no deep ass dive in. We need to go into this shit. Because it's all shit that the man that's sitting there homeless, this nigga know himself. It's a motherfucker that was talking on TikTok, right? And they were talking about how somebody on Twitter or social media had said broke men are mean. Hold on. They said broke men are mean. And he agreed, and I agreed with that shit. A broke man / homeless man is mean because being broke ain't no motherfucking joke. It ain't shit to be happy about when you can't even go afford a meal. You can't take a woman out you want to take her to. You can't get the car you want. The way this society is, if you ain't got that, you ain't got shit. And it fucks a man's mind up. Is what it does. We in a society that tells men they have to provide and protect. So if a nigga can't do that, then he's useless. And if he knows he's useless, then what the fuck do you think he's gonna think the woman is thinking about him or anybody that's around him? That he's useless. This is why I have a detachment inside of me from all kind of shit. Because when I know I ain't bringing enough to the table, I remove my motherfucking self. It ain't about the other person. It ain't about the other person. So my whole thing is women can end this shit by forcing. Forcing mean if you see that nigga laying on his ass and he ain't got no job, you need to keep putting them applications in his fucking face. Make that nigga leave. Make that nigga actually go out there and face adversity. Because that's what I feel like women are so nurturing in the soul that y'all kind of allow niggas to just sit in y'all face and y'all be having sympathy for him as if this nigga was your son. But then at the end of the day, when you get sick of his ass, that's exactly how you gonna treat him. Like your fucking son. That's what Minister Louis Farrakhan said. Minister Louis Farrakhan say, if a woman is taking care of a man, he becomes her son. Don't shelter no man. Fuck that. And matter of fact, to end it, stop dealing with homeless niggas because you got low self-esteem. What the fuck is wrong with you? It'd be mostly ugly bitches or it'd be fat women that be allowing this shit to go on. And that's why I said, back to my first point, was that undesirable women and broke men like to play on each other's self-esteem issue. And they do it in a manner of, well, he'll change one day, or she'll change one day. She'll lose that weight. He'll get his shit together. And then all that hopefulness, all that Obamaism is what I call it, the hope shit. All that hoping just end up prolonging because neither one of y'all really have a solid goal on when this shit is going to end. When are you going to get out and get your own shit? Let's make a plan. Nobody really talks like that to each other. It's just dick pussy. Okay, I'm tired of you. Time for a new nigga, or it's time for a new bitch. And that's just life of homosexuality. And I really want women to take more of a stand on this than men, because men ain't got no choice but to face adversity if women ain't allowing that door to be open for a unsolidified nigga. Okay? This shit ain't even have to get deep. This episode is not deep at all. This is just a breakdown on how motherfuckers need to accept where they at, sit in that shit, figure it out, and get your motherfucking ass out of the situation. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm still sitting at my job. I went in twice today. I went in early in the morning, then at 1:30 with my ass in, but they just sent my ass home at 2:50. So I got me an hour and some minutes up in that bitch. I got 5 hours total for the day. Because with this warehouse I work at, they only do like 4-hour shifts. You can work full time if you go in there. You can do another 4. Then they got another shift you can go into. You can do another 4. I could have been going there, but I got content to create because you niggas gonna send a nigga home immediately again anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't really that much work. It ain't peak season no more. So shit, you know, I'm out here at my fucking job in the parking lot. Niggas done seen me here for about 2-3 days. I ain't got no gas to move around. If I had gas to move around, I really wouldn't. I want to see a different scenery right now. How I'm feeling. I'm tired of looking at this shit, but the shit that's behind me is cool. And I get out the car sometime and just bask at, you know, at the sky and shit. Just sit back and look at this shit, man. This is just something I gotta go through at the moment. But you know, tomorrow I'll have my fucking check and I'll be able to get petrol this motherfucker up. I'm sitting on 3 notches in this motherfucker. Now, remember I had half a tank? I drove. I had to go get me some liquor, nigga. Didn't buy it, so shit. I just want to face another bottle of wine before I get paid, so I can speed up to get paid. When I get sleepy, I'ma crash out in this motherfucker. I'm gonna go to sleep. Then I'll be woke up before it's time to go to work. So shit. But I go in at 4 a.m. today again. When I get off today, I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on 11 o'clock. I get my check, pay my car note, pay my rent. The car note, that is the rent, I mean. And whatever I got left, which is probably gonna be like $80-something, $60-something. I'm living off that shit. I'm goddamn save probably $5-10 because I gotta start building this savings fund. I gotta start building this emergency fund and the savings. Because I can't just keep on exhausting my funds on shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is another reason why I'm solo dolo. If I'm solo, I ain't got nobody to blame but me when the money gone. You know? I ain't eating out, none of that shit. Nigga, I've been hitting my job for shit to eat. I've been hitting Walmart for shit to eat. Police, please don't come get me. I'm out here surviving. Homeless niggas, we ain't got no mind. We ain't got no time to be sitting back thinking about investing and all that shit until we got the money to invest. We in survival mode. Broke niggas, survival mode. Because, you know, you gotta learn all that shit, and then you gotta take all the necessary steps to get to where the fuck you trying to get to. And as a homeless nigga, all you can do is just sit on your hands until, you know, until your hard work pays off. That's why a nigga went in earlier today, but they sent the nigga out because it wasn't that much work. So shit, I did one truck and helped a few niggas on his other truck, and then the nigga was like, shit, you want to go home, you can go. I was like, well, shit, that mean I'm only gonna be here for another hour any damn way. I'm gone. I'm gonna go in today and get some more hours, and then shit, probably Thursday. Well, I go to my other job on Thursday. So shit, it is what it is, man. And I'm only getting 10 hours at that job, and they only gave me 2 days. I'm still debating on quitting and going back to Subway on their ass, because Subway was giving a nigga $1,000 every 2 weeks if I go back and be a manager. But if I just go back and be a regular worker, I might get like $600-700 or some shit. Or if I'm there for a long time, I put in extra hours, nigga, I can hit about 900. But shit, or 800 now, that's better than what the fuck I'm getting now. What I was getting at these other fast food jobs I was working at. And I'm really finna get out of this entry level shit. I'm just trying to save up enough money to where I can actually stop working for these corporations and chase a higher paying skill trade. I mean, a higher paying trade, a higher paying career. You know what I'm saying? I got goals. I got shit I want to do in life. I just gotta I gotta mentally get this shit down packed. That's it. So, you know, my thing to the hobosexuals is, man, I understand. Okay? Homelessness is not easy. And if you can find any woman that'll look out for you, don't jeopardize that shit. Really. If you ain't got no whip, you better stay your ass. You better stay on that woman good side. You better start treating her like your motherfucking wife. It's just raw game. I'm talking real survival mode. Ladies, I'm gonna give y'all some game too. If you don't want to bump into one of these niggas, stop fucking with niggas that's broke. It's simple as that. Stop fucking with niggas that's broke. So shit, man, you know, that's really it for the day, y'all. That's really it. But yeah, man, when you chewing gum on an empty stomach, you ain't trying to hear nothing nobody talking about, and that's real shit. That's real shit. So, what have we learned today? That hobosexuality must die fast, so niggas can get on they shit or get legit as quick as possible. Let's stop the nonsense, okay? Let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop lollygagging around the motherfucking fact, and let's fix this shit. But my last thing I want to say to women, and this is kind of contradictory to what I just told y'all to do for niggas. If you really ain't down with a nigga while he at the bottom, I don't think you deserve to be around with that nigga while he at the top. And this is to the women that's like, I would never deal with a broke nigga. But you gonna keep dealing with niggas that's already established that don't feel like they owe your ass. They don't want to be faithful. I'm talking to you monogamous bitches. Not a lot of women give a fuck about this shit nowadays. So more women are accepting to the fact that men want to have multiple partners, even in monogamy. The nigga don't really even want just your ass. You were just one of the most down bitches he ever came across. He put a ring on it. You became entitled. Now he like, you know what, bitch? I'm the one that's making moves. I can really get another bitch on you. And some women are smart enough to realize they ain't gonna get another nigga that can provide that easy. Niggas ain't out here providing like that. Do you not know the average black man is broke? On average, it's only 2% rich black niggas. What does that leave? 98% of the rest of these niggas out here struggling. And that's what you women be dealing with, which is why when y'all say niggas ain't shit, only 2% of that percentage can opt themselves out of it. I'm gonna even say 5 because it's niggas like me that's broke that don't want you bitches anyway. I don't care to be shit to you bitches in the first place. Are you smelling me? And I ain't trying to say that it ain't nothing bitter about me. It's just that I don't believe in relationships. I don't believe in none of that shit. I can build with a motherfucking, I can have a business one. I can build a business with a woman that I'm just fucking. And then it come down to it, as long as the legal agreements is okay, bitch. When we depart, you get your cut, I get mine. It ain't gotta be no, this my husband, I love him shit, because love is subjective. We don't give a fuck about love in this era. Because we see it's not unconditional. I don't want no love if it ain't unconditional like my granny, nigga. And that ain't because I want to just run over a woman. It's just, if it ain't unconditional, what the fuck are we talking about? If the shit is conditional, bitch, I'm gonna be conditional with your ass too. So the fact that I know what kind of love that I would bow down to, if a woman is literally on some shit like she'll catch a grenade for a nigga and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Of course I'll marry that woman. But ain't no bitches don't even want to cook for a nigga no more. You feel what I'm saying? Women don't even want to cook for niggas no more. And I don't blame you, because I don't think we worthy to be cooked for. A lot of us out here struggling. So, you know, money run the world. Money rule the world. But anyway, I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off about no bullshit. There's 0 motherfuckers in the chat. Salute to the ghost that's watching the nigga. I ain't tripping. I'm gonna come up in this motherfucker. I'm gonna be one of the illest podcasters ever in the fucking game. One of the realest niggas to ever do it. Alright? I ain't here for the antics. I ain't here for the bullshit. I'm here to just spit game and let it be tamed. You know what I'm saying? And let it remain. This has been LoneWolf TV. I'm finna get wine faded and listen to some real G spit game on YouTube and be on Twitter until I gotta go to work at 4 in the morning. Y'all holler at your boy. I'm out.